It carries one of the fastest weapons in the ocean. But power does not make it invincible. It survives by knowing when not to fight. For a mantis shrimp, the burrow is more than a home. It is armor made from stone, coral, and distance. The attacker is gone. But emerging too soon could be fatal. Survival begins with caution, not courage. The next hunter does not rely on speed. An octopus can search places most predators cannot reach. The strike is not an attempt to defeat the octopus. It creates one brief opportunity to end the encounter. A mantis shrimp is dangerous at close range, but away from shelter, size becomes a serious disadvantage, so it wins by controlling where the fight happens. Later, another predator follows the scent of hidden prey. A moray can enter spaces that stop larger fish. In a confined tunnel, the smaller animal controls the distance. The burrow turns a vulnerable body into a defended fortress. The eel retreats, but it has not surrendered. Every blow costs energy, and a missed attack creates another risk. Its strangest defensive equipment may not be its fists. Each eye can scan and track movement with remarkable independence. Before it fights, it gathers information.
Leaving shelter is necessary and always dangerous.
Shelter is only useful while the entrance remains intact. Now, retreat alone may not be enough. The blow does not need to defeat a much larger animal. It only needs to interrupt the attack. The battle ends, but the work does not. A secure burrow must be repaired after every disturbance. The next challenger is not searching for food. Good shelters are limited, and another mantis shrimp wants this one. Deadly weapons make unnecessary combat dangerous for both sides. So the contest begins with signals, distance, and assessment. The strongest armor is placed where a rival's blow can be survived. Even here, information matters as much as strength. Continuing the contest could cost more than the shelter is worth. The challenger leaves before the conflict becomes fatal. Neither animal can afford to underestimate the other. The resident attacks, then protects its advantage. Defending the burrow is only half the problem. Some predators wait until their prey has already left safety. Outside the tunnel, the smaller animal loses control of the encounter. Its famous weapon is devastating only at extremely close range. Here, the strike becomes a distraction, not a victory. It escapes by only a few centimeters. The ocean's strongest punch is useless if its owner cannot reach safety. Every successful escape creates another problem. Surviving means nothing if it cannot find food. It hunts while still watching for hunters. These famous weapons did not evolve for fighting sharks. They evolved to break something much harder. The strike is so fast that the surrounding water cannot move away in time. The first blow is often only the beginning. The strike also creates collapsing bubbles called cavitation. Sometimes the water delivers a second blow of its own. Without this weapon, meals like this would remain sealed behind armor. Even during a meal, danger never disappears. In the reef, eating can be just as dangerous as hunting. The hunter has been waiting for the meal to expose itself. But its eyes detect the attack before its body begins to move. liberating. The sacrifice costs food, but preserves something more valuable: polarized light. For this animal, seeing danger early is the first defense. Human depth perception normally compares information from two eyes, but each mantis shrimp eye can estimate depth independently. One eye measures the target while the other searches for danger. Its retina contains far more color channels than ours. But that does not mean it separates similar colors better than humans. Its advantage may be speed. Some of the light reaching this reef is completely invisible to us. Specialized receptors allow mantis shrimps to detect ultraviolet information. Color is only one property of light. Reflections can also become polarized, creating patterns hidden from human sight. Those patterns may help separate an animal from a confusing background.
The rolling motion is not random. Rotation aligns specialized receptors with the angle of polarized light. That can increase contrast between a target and its background.
The eyes calculate what the weapon must do next. Sight, positioning, and timing turn raw power into a successful hunt. Some meals are worth much greater risk. Against heavy armor, precision matters more than speed. The strike begins long before the punch. Power is stored inside an elastic spring-like structure. A biological latch now holds enormous energy in place. The muscles do not create the speed. They simply release energy that has already been stored. An ordinary limb would quickly destroy itself. The impact surface is built from layered biological materials that resist repeated blows. The shell finally fails. The reef changes before danger becomes visible. It notices the hunter before the hunter reaches it. The meal is immediately abandoned. Against 8 flexible arms, a direct route becomes a trap. The strike creates hesitation, not victory. 1 second is all the smaller animal needs. The safest route is also the most exposed. Speed, vision, and an exact memory of the reef guide the escape. Inside the burrow, the balance changes once more. The predator has flexibility, but the resident controls the depth. It carries one of nature's most extraordinary weapons, but the punch alone has never kept it alive. Vision, timing, shelter, and restraint matter just as much. In this